Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to Zen Tarot. My name's Julie. I'm going to do a tarot card reading for you, Taurus. We're going to take a look at the energy surrounding you for the next 2 weeks. Hope y'all are doing well. If you like this reading, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. If you'd like a personal reading from me, all of that information is in the description box below. Just a reminder, this is a general tarot card reading for the sign of Taurus. Anywhere in your chart, or if you're just checking in on a Taurus, everyone is welcome here. It just might not resonate with all. But welcome, Taurus. Let's get right to it. Let's get you a Moon Oracle card for the next 2 weeks. Spirit, can we take a look at the next 2 weeks for Taurus? What kind of moon energy is looking over Taurus? Moon Oracle card for Taurus next 2 weeks. Next 2 weeks, let's take a look. Surrender to the divine. I love this card, the full moon. Give it all to God here, Taurus. Give it up. No longer yours to worry about. A fiery climax approaches the full moon in Aries. Wow. Some kind of crescendo. Big finale here. Big finale. It ends with a big bang. All right, let's see. What kind of animal spirit guide is up in the ether for the sign of Taurus the next 2 weeks? What kind of animal spirit will be guiding Taurus the next 2 weeks? Look at the hyena on the bottom of the deck. I shuffled the cards. Let's see Taurus next 2 weeks. Spirit, we're looking at Taurus for the next 2 weeks. The gazelle, look at this. It's like you're nervous to see this ending happen. Maybe it's even something you've been wanting or working toward for a little while here, but now that it's here, you're almost sad to see it go. A very kind of bittersweet happening here. You're ending something out that was very difficult, but it's kind of hard to say goodbye to it. And the lamb, more Aries energy on the bottom of the deck. You're very prophetic now. You can see things you didn't used to see, of course, because of life experience. Yeah, there's a sadness here, Taurus. There's a sadness to say goodbye. Like, it's just so hard to say goodbye, even though you've been working toward this, you've been wanting this. It's just kind of bittersweet, something bittersweet happening the next couple of weeks. Spirit, can we get an Osho Zen Tarot card for up in the ether for the sign of Taurus? What is going on with Taurus, Spirit? What's going on with Taurus next 2 weeks? Next 2 weeks, I'm a Taurus sun, and I've been looking at Taurus for 59 years this year. Suppression. Look at this, the 10. It came out in reverse. It's been something that's really been laying heavy on you, weighing heavy on you, a responsibility that's been placed on your shoulders, and it just got really, really hard to keep up with it. But now that it's leaving, now that it's easing off, it's just leaving you, you're feeling the loss of that weight. You're feeling the loss of it. So it's just this bittersweet ending happening here. Wow, on the bottom of the deck, totality, it's a completion. It's a completion for sure, but big change is coming with the 5 of Wands. The number 5 is all about change, and then you go to the 10, to the number 1, the solo, doing it on your own now. Feeling strong enough to do it, but there's just something missing. There's just this yin to your yang that has separated or has come apart or has unraveled here. And it just eases so much pressure that was on you. It's just your shoulders were just about to crush here. And so something has been lifted and eased, but now you're really, really feeling the loss of it. That is so interesting. It's just like sometimes you just get nervous because it's the hell you know. You know how to deal with this. You know how to react. You know what moves to make. You can do it with your eyes closed. But it's also hell, and you want to escape it. You want to get into the light. You want to get into the lighter part of life now. But this weight, this heavy weight, just feels like it anchored you almost, like it really was a ball and chain, but it was anchoring you into something, maybe your identity, or maybe who you wanted to be here. So it's just this loss. Let's see what that is all about. What are you thinking about, Taurus? What is on your mind? What is on your mind? What do you want to talk about, Taurus? What do you want to talk about? What's on your mind? What's on your mind? Ace of Wands, look at this. Extreme focus. You're very focused. You're very driven. You're very psychic. Third eye is open. There's no shutting it now. It's Pandora's box. Something's been lifted. There's a veil that's been lifted that you can see so much further now. but you'd prefer to keep your eyes closed. It's like you realize, I was just talking about this, realizing you're in the matrix, realizing, yes, it is true. It's true. It is the matrix. But maybe you don't want to know. Maybe you just want to continue on in that dream or continue on in the surrealness of it. Maybe. Look at justice on the bottom of the deck. I mean, you're meant to see the other side of this. You're meant to wake up right now. You're meant to have this awakening. But it's hard to say goodbye to the old us. It really is like this identity crisis now that you're moving into something much more spiritual. You're having to say goodbye to that earthly bond, to that attachment to life, right? That attachment to the tangibles, the attachments to what you can hold in your hand. And now you're having to rely on faith. You're having to rely on surrendering it to the divine, just giving it to the universe here, having really the spirit take over. It's not easy to surrender control, Taurus, especially for a Taurus, because you are so earthy. You are so connected to Mother Earth Gaia and the animals and the creatures and the leaves and the water, and you just earthy. But now you're having to go much more into imagination land, into something that you had only imagined. You could only imagine it. You just couldn't see it. It couldn't come into focus for you. But here it is. You got to open your eyes. You got to open your eyes. Oh God, this is so beautiful. This is such a beautiful awakening. Just an understanding, a glow up for you, a real glow up for you. But it's just so bittersweet. It's like winning that grand prize, but the partner that you were so busy trying to win it with, something has split here, something has gone awry here. And so you're almost standing there alone, accepting the reward. You're just so happy. You're just so happy to accept, but it's just such a bittersweet moment, because it's not what you thought it was going to be. Tell me more. Tell me more about the mind space. Tell me more about the mind space for Taurus here. Tell me more. Tell me more about the Ace of Swords, this new beginning. Oh, God. Death and rebirth. Wow. This truly is a rebirth year for you. This is the time. This is the time for enlightenment, the time for you to follow this spiritual path, to follow your heart and your intuition here and your gut. It's just not, it's just not something, it's not who you used to be. It's not who you used to be. So say hello to the new you. Say hello to this rebirth here, because you see everything differently now. There's some kind of a moment. There's the spark. If you see, I see it in the spark there, in the third eye there, and then right in the center of the rebirth there. There's just some kind of moment, some kind of reckoning or understanding, realization that they're not coming. They're not coming. It's just you've been turned around. You've been having your hand out. It's like I see the awards here. I'm picturing like the Academy Awards, and your name has been called, and you're the whole audience. The crowd is going wild for you. There's some kind of huge achievement, big victory that you have done, something you have succeeded in, that you worked really hard your entire life for. It's just been your primary focus. But there was someone or something that had been with you, that had struggled with you, that cried with you, that angsted with you, that worried with you. And there was a separation, somebody couldn't come with you to this moment. So you're at that stage. You've stood up. The crowd is going wild. You've got your hand out. You've got your hand out to that person. And they're just shaking their head. I can't come with you. You've got to do this on your own. You've got to step up on that platform, and you've got to take the accolades on your own here. And so you're doing it. You're taking that deep breath. It's a little bit nerve-wracking with the gazelle energy. It's just you want to run. It's that fight or flight. But you're not flighting. You're not flighting. You're fighting here. You're standing up at that stage. You're standing up in that microphone, and you're saying, thank you. Thank you. But there are tears rolling down your face because it feels like a group effort. But Taurus, this is about you. This is the celebration of you. You take that award. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. All right. What's the resistance? What's the resistance to this rebirth? What are the resistant thoughts to this rebirth? I think that is the wheel that wants to be seen there, right there. What is the resistance to this rebirth? Knight of Swords. Wow, look at this. Now you're really, that is the wheel. That is the wheel. Wow, another number 10, which converts down to the number 1 here. Knight of Swords, this is coming in fast. This is coming in fast. It's just like it's going to take your breath away, even though you've been holding your breath. You've been holding your breath. Are they going to call my name? Is this my turn? Is it my turn? You've been very patient. Patiently waiting in the background. And you just, it's like, was that it? Was that it? Did they say it? Is it my number? Oh, it's just so faint. It's so faint because you're so busy doing something else here. Oh, Lordy, you are really taking off now. Something is taking off, something you've been working for. You think it's the end, you think it's over, but it's just the beginning. You're just off and running without that anchor, without that really holding you back, that belief, that person. It's just something that just felt like an anchor. It just felt like it went both ways. Like it really anchored you into earth. It anchored you into who you were. It anchored you into your purpose here. And now you're free of it. You're free of it. But there's just so much more safety and security in this surrendering that you're doing here. Look at this with the 10 of Cups, the happily ever after. Yes. Oh my God. Roll the credits, Taurus. That era is over. You are in a brand new era, a brand new rebirth for you. My God, my God. Let's see what you are feeling about this. What are you feeling in the heart space about this? You got to feel it coming, but yet you're just like, is this doom? Is this like the end? What am I feeling here? You can't even really translate it. You can't even really translate it because it just feels so big, because it is. It is. All right, what's in the heart space? What are you feeling? What are you feeling in the heart space right now? What are you feeling in the heart space right now, Taurus? What are you feeling in the heart space? Ooh, there's another ace with the Ace of Cups. My goodness. King of Pentacles, feeling very secure in this rebirth here. It's like you finally figured out the finances, or you have a grip on it, or you have a plan at least here. This transformation, I mean, my God, look at the butterfly in the middle of the heart space here. You've got this huge third eye awakening. I can clearly see that's open. Now we've moved down into the heart space with this butterfly transformation here. 7 of Cups, look at that confusion coming out in reverse. The overwhelmment, the 7 of Cups can mean too many choices, and this real inert fear of making the wrong choice, because you've made the wrong choice in the past and it was a snake and it came up and it bit you because you chose wrong. So you went through this whole phase of not trusting yourself, this kind of whole era of not trusting yourself because of a bad decision, or again, it had to do with that anchoring down, that really you had to get to know the inner core before you could expand it, before you could ascend out of that. Look at this with the Queen of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles with reciprocity, right when you're getting your fire. I mean, it is the happiness itself that is driving you. It's driving you forward. And then the money is just a side effect. The money is just a symptom of your happiness, of your confidence, of your security in who you are now. This is truly, truly you standing in your authentic light because you've been suppressed, because you've been oppressed here. So I'm just picturing that piece of coal in the diamond mine and the pressure of the earth, right? There was an intense amount of pressure on you coming from earth, coming from spirit. There was just an intensity that you thought you were going to explode. I think you're feeling this now. It's just like, I'm going to break. I'm almost feeling like I'm broken, and it had to be that way so that you could just break through, break free of that ball and chain, break free of that thing that anchored you but held you down. It put the ceiling over you, and you were very, very much afraid to punch through that wall. I'm picturing the movie Truman right now, the Truman Show. You know, even when he realized that everything was fake, his whole life was a lie, it was difficult to punch through that back wall, right? To get through, to get out there, even when you realize. This is a big awakening. You're puncturing through that back wall. And you're emerging out into the light, into the unknown here. So we're not really getting a picture of where this is leading, but we know it's leading to clarity. And we know it's leading to a rebirth, a massive rebirth here, to where your reactions are different. You are different. You fundamentally changed. Geez, Taurus, this is beautiful. This is absolutely a new start. The Wheel of Fortune 10. Number 10, I'm seeing this number 10 over and over again. The number 1, the solo journey. I'm a life path number 1 and a Taurus sun, right? And a Capricorn moon. So I've got all this really, really hard energy here. But the life path number 1, it's a beautiful, it's a leadership number here. I love numerology, looking at the number 1 there. But it's a lonely journey. You're out on the leading edge. You're trying to push a message forward. You're trying to show people what you are seeing here. And that's never, ever, ever easy, because it has to be seen through their eyes. They have to experience their own awakening here. So wow, real clarity into the purpose of all of this, and finding your magic again, finding your mojo again. Just really, regardless of what's going on around you, doesn't matter. You're going to surround yourself with the candles, with the light, with the love here, and get clarity first. Get happy and then, right? Get happy and then. I'm going to get happy and then, because this pressure is lifted. This pressure is off here. Abundance, the definition of abundance is having everything you need, exactly what you need when you need it, the resources that you need when you need it. It's not having any more and it's not having any less. You're not in wanting and you're not in desire, because desires can get in our way as well. They can trip us up. They put that glass ceiling over us, just as much as the poverty mentality. So yeah, you're just standing right in the middle. You're standing right at the beginning here, looking at that happy ever after, and not wanting to say goodbye to the old, not wanting to say goodbye to the old you, because you worked so hard at that. You put in your whole life into that identity. It's just a huge identity crisis, but boy, is this making you strong in who you are. I mean, if you didn't have to fight for it, if you didn't have that pressure on you, that need to take your own deep breath, that need to walk on your own, to fall on your own, to succeed on your own, that's what pushed you. That's what pushed you into this rebirth. So if you didn't have the contrast, you'd just be sitting comfortably in this mediocre kind of existence, right? Just kind of taking it as it comes, not getting too attached to things here. But this is an absolute detachment to the outcome. You are really, really releasing that. Beautiful. You know, enlightenment never came from the couch, right? It never came from comfort. It only comes from discomfort. You have to experience a contrast in order to understand what it even is. But yeah, it doesn't come easy, does it? Beautiful, Taurus. My God, is this beautiful. You are a spiritual leader now, and you can see it so clearly. You really can see it clearly now, and you're feeling it with that Ace of Cups, more importantly. All right, let's look at the daily life. Daily life, next 2 weeks. What is Taurus stepping into? What kind of energies around Taurus? What are you stepping into the next 2 weeks? What are you stepping into in the daily life? 3 of Pentacles, look at that. It kind of came out on the side. So maybe there's a workplace upset, or, you know, somebody leaving that you worked with for a really, really long time. And so now you're on your own and it's all on you, and you finally get to express your ideas and your opinions, and without that other oppression, without that person coming down on you or wanting to claim the credit, or being there so long that, you know, everyone assumed it was them or something like this. And so you relied on them. You really counted on them. You really you shined with them, but now that they're leaving, you're going to shine on your own. You're going to absolutely shine on your own. And you finally get the spotlight, because that person has been stealing the spotlight. Not maliciously, but just because they too have put in the work. They too had this purpose there. So yeah, big changes, a big shakeup happening. What is that? The 5 of Pentacles. There's that poverty mentality. All right, tell me what the resistance is in the foundation. What is the resistance in Taurus's daily life here? What are the challenges around Taurus in the daily life? challenges around Taurus. The Fool starting over, that is a challenge. There's that poverty mentality. You've been living in lack for quite some time, living without the shine of people or someone here, feeling the loss of that shine here. Maybe you fell off, lost title, or fell off the pedestal in some way, but it triggered you to go through this massive rebirth. You wouldn't be here if that had not happened. You wouldn't be looking at tarot cards and really trying to understand the way forward here if that had not happened. So there was an event really made you feel less than. It made you feel unvaluable, unvalued, and shunned, almost just really pushed aside for the spotlight to go on someone that was standing beside you, someone that you had done the work with, that you had put in the time with here. It was just like they always sucked the air out of the room here and you just couldn't shine. But now something's separating. You're leaving this. You're done with that. You're done with being second best. You're done with being the third wheel here. So you're moving up into this singular position, into this leadership position now, into this title now. But you're missing the old life. You're missing getting along with the others that were on the same level, with the other coworkers, with the other family members, with the other, I'm thinking of a family, if this is a family situation that you're breaking free of so that you can go backpacking the world here on your own without your family's influence or your mother's influence. If it's not one thing, it's your mother. And so you're breaking free of this, but yet that family unit is all back there talking about it and wanting to do this and wanting to do that. And they're going to the movies and they're going out to eat and you're missing all that, but you're having this adventure of a lifetime. So it's bittersweet, right? You're leaving that family dinner table to go have dinner in the Alps, this grand adventure. But yet you're wondering what they're talking about. You're wondering what's going on back there. You're wondering what the coworkers are doing. So you're accepting this new position or accepting another job where you're in control, where you're the boss. And this is absolutely something like this with this major arcana, with the Fool and Death and Rebirth and the Wheel. I mean, this is big. This is not just winning a free meal or something like this. This is a huge change. This is a fundamental change within you here. And it has to change within us. We have to respect ourselves for anyone else to respect us. We have to shine the spotlight on ourselves and show the world who we really are. Show the world what our value is, not be told what our value is. But when we're pushed there, when we're pushed in that corner and someone's like, you're no good, it's like a barking dog in your face. And then finally, don't poke the bear. You poke the bear long enough. You poke the Taurus long enough. They're going to show you who they are. They're going to stop telling you who they are here. So beautiful Taurus energy. I mean, I'm just really seeing that bull in the china shop now, not caring because you've got that goal in front of you, that dream in front of you. And it's just, I'm not even noticing. I've got these blinders on with what else is going on here because I've got Taurus has a dream. Beautiful. Spirit, what is your advice for this massive rebirth right at the beginning of 2025? It is a 9-year 2025. So 9 is all about endings. Again, we're looking at numerology here because you got a bunch of 10s. You got the new beginnings and 2 aces here. So yeah, number 7 on the bottom of the deck, the spiritual journey. The spiritual path. You've chosen the spiritual path, and that is never easy. And it triggered this real big awakening within you, within your mind and within your heart here, a transformation, a personal transformation. You've heard about it and now you're experiencing it. It feels like it's just coming in really, really quickly. And it feels so bittersweet because you had to fight so hard to get where you are. You had to really, really protect yourself and learn and fight and keep getting your power back over and over and over because you kept losing it and allowing others to tell you your value, allowing others to tell you who you are. So it's like you learned how I feel about myself is non-negotiable. It's non-negotiable any longer here. So it just triggered this massive rebirth for you. 2025 is going to be the ending for a lot of people. A lot of people are going through this right now, this real awakening here, this waking up into what's happening. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's really the age of Aquarius, moving out of that Piscean age of emotion and drama. And it's like we were we were stuck on the soap opera channel, right? In this matrix. Too much drama. Into real clarity. Real clarity. I choose this, though. I know there's all this other stuff going on. I understand it's going on. I've been there. I've done that. But I choose clarity, and I choose the light, and I choose love. Love is a choice. Love is absolutely a choice. It's a daily choice. And yeah, choose to love. Wow. All right, Taurus. All right. Whew, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. Help YouTube get my message out there and show the algorithms that we can spread love. We can make love go viral just as quickly as we can hate and anger and angst and drama. So yeah, let's prove it. Let's prove it. Thank you so much for watching, for stopping by. I had such a great time reading for you, and I'm sending you all my love and light, Taurus. I will definitely tune in with you soon.